Hey everyone, Sam Signorelli, H1 Fencing, and welcome back to Can Haz Armory, the Taping Your Foil Blade edition. As with many things Armory, taping your foil blade seems kind of easy. However, like many things Armory, if you don't do it right, you put problems in the system. There are things to consider with the type of tip you're using, the type of tape you're using, how to place the tape properly, all that kind of good stuff there. If you don't do it, you'll lose touches, and here's why. Let's look at this foil I have right over here. So here is a foil with a nice tape job. It's on pretty good. However, if you look up top here, you see that it is not taped properly. That much exposed barrel is bad. You will lose touches that way. And here's how. Okay, so let's talk how to tape a blade. First off, you have to answer the question, why is it taping my blade? Very common question for beginning fencers. In order to understand why the tape is there, you have to understand how the circuit works, more importantly, how it doesn't work. Foil is what's called a normally closed switch, normally closed circuit, meaning when your tip is at rest, you're on guard, power comes into the socket, up the wire, up into the tip, into the blade, back down the blade to ground. There's always power going through it. It's like the light switch in your house. Walk in your bedroom, the light's out, circuit's open. Flip the light switch, the circuit closes, light comes on, because now power's going through the light bulb. You leave the bedroom, turn the light off, you've opened the circuit. No power going to the bulb, no illumination. That's how the circuit works. The box is looking for a break-in circuit to fire the light. And there are three possibilities here. If you land on a grounded strip or the guard of your opponent's weapon, nothing happens. Power goes into the tip, goes right to ground, nothing. Hit off target, arm, leg, head, ungrounded floor like a gym floor, there's no continuity. The light switch is off. White light illuminates. Off target hit. Hit your opponent's lame. It goes into his lame, out his alligator clip, out his A-line. And that's the box knows what side to light up. However, boxes are very smart. They're also very dumb. Because they do not know or care where the circuit break is. They simply look for the break. If you have exposed barrel or exposed weapon in contact with your opponent's lame when your tip is pushed in and the 15 millisecond timer passes. So a fold of his lame comes over, it's in contact with the barrel, and the barrel is not insulated by tape. Then as far as the box is concerned, there is no circuit break. There will be no light. You'll lose your hit. Nothing's going to happen. We call it grounding out in Armory. So it can happen with the tape's all chewed up, barrel's exposed. It might be like this where the, right here, the screw is poking through. And it needs to be fixed. So how do you do that? Well, there are several ways. You can use shellac, varnish, paint. You can use heat shrink. I've seen that done. Very durable, but not many people carry heat gun with them if they're not in armor. And also, if you got to replace these that's chewed up and armor's not around, it's a pain. Tape is the easiest way to do it. Masking tape does the job fine. I've seen it used in the pinch. Stay away from tiger tape, racquetball tape, hockey tape, God forbid, duct tape. Why? The glue is real sticky. If you leave your stuff in a hot environment like the trunk of your car, it gets hot, the glue melts a bit, and where's it going to go? Right in your tip. And you'll be going, I can't push the tip down, or it's not going to pass away. It's going to go into the work, something fierce, and you won't be able to fence with it. Most armorers I know use gaffer's tape. It's a cloth back tape, not very sticky, perfect for our purposes, and we tend to use either 3/4 inch or 1 inch like I use, depends on your taping technique. Let me try how to put the tape on. First off, how long is the tape going to be? There is actually a rule. The tape can be no longer than 15 centimeters from the base of the barrel. So not here, but here, base of the barrel, 15 centimeters long. How long is 15 centimeters? About a quarter, teeny bit shorter than a dollar bill, about 1/8 of an inch actually. Because a dollar bill is 6 inches long. 15 centimeters is about, 5 7/8 inches. So if you look at a dollar bill, about, 1/4 inch shorter than a dollar bill length of the tape, you'll be fine. How you put the tape on? Here we go. First off, take my knife tape here. Now, I prefer to use 1 inch tape. The reason being, because I start the tape from the bottom of the barrel, like right here. That means the flats of the barrel exposed if I need to take the top off in case the barrel gets loose. Other armorers go up to about this far up, just below the screws, and they use 3/4 inch tape. And at that point, a 3/4 inch wrap is fine at the top. I need a full inch. So here's where I placed it. just down the length of the blade, top of the barrel, or bottom of the barrel rather, and then I'm just going to run my hand up and down it as I slowly rotate the blade. So I push it down around the entire surface of the blade. And there's that. And now for the barrel. That's all you need. Inch and a half max. Why? If you put multiple wraps of tape around it, it may bind up on the weight and you're going to fail weight. You don't want that to happen. Even one wrap of masking tape is sufficient. Okay? 2 wraps max if you're using a tip that has the screws projecting out, like the old FWFs, the old All-Stars and Ullmans. If you have the extra thick barrel FWF or a French tip or a what we jokingly call the Belgian tips that are German with a French style screw, those will project out, you're fine. Or a screwless tip, same thing. So here's where we put the tape on. It is at the very top of the barrel. Okay. And I'm just going to roll around it. I'm going to rotate the weapon as I push it down all the way to the top of the barrel, and then press it down, and there we have a nicely wrapped foil blade. Now someone's going to ask, how long is the tape? I'll measure this. That tape is actually 14 centimeters long, so it's perfectly legal. Only the most pedantic person is going to complain if the tape looks overly long. It can be anywhere up to 15 centimeters. It doesn't have to be 15, even though the rule says 15 with no variance. It's any length up to 15 centimeters. So that's your wrap of foil blade. As always, happy armoring.